Hi, you guys. It's Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be here with you guys on this Wednesday afternoon. Okay. It is March 17th, and I know a lot of y'all are planning on getting that stimulus check. Okay. So I hope y'all got it. Okay. I hope we are all in a good mood now that you got your stimmy. But I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to get into the chat. Let me know if you can hear me well. I'm excited because today we are going to be talking about Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, possibly, potentially wanting to join the talk on CBS. Okay. And I have a special guest. And so we're going to get into some things. I'm going to wait for a couple of more people. But yeah, I'm excited. It's hump day. Hopefully everyone is having a really good week. You are sounding good. Okay, perfect. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. And so, y'all, it's been a whole bunch of drama. Okay. A whole bunch of drama on the talk in CBS between Sharon Osbourne and the Elaine woman. I don't even know her last name. You got Cheryl Underwood crying on TV and then Sharon telling her not to cry. I was clutching my pearls at that moment. I was just like, okay, first off, don't be telling no black woman not to cry. Okay. Don't be telling no black woman what she can and cannot do. However, I actually got interested when I saw the Sharon Osbourne interview last night, and it was very eye-opening. Okay. It was very eye-opening because she was spilling a lot of tea. And then I got even more interested when I went onto Twitter and saw that Dr. Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of Potomac was wanting to throw her hat inside the ring, talking about some I want to be on the show. And so to help us break everything down, of course, I'm bringing on my best friend JT from the Skeleton Closet. Hey, JT.
Hello.
Oh, I took you off. All right. So
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing?
Child, we got to get into some things, okay?
Miss Sharon
Now I know,
Osbourne. Miss Sharon Karen Osbourne, as I like
yes,
to call
Sharon
her.
Karen. Now
Mm-hmm.
I know you be reporting on the talk shows, child, The View, The
Yes.
Talk. And so we had to bring you on because you got to break this all down. Like, what the hell is going on at the talk and Sharon Osbourne?
Okay, so after the whole Meghan and Harry interview aired on CBS, everybody had something to say about the interview. And as y'all know, Piers Morgan came out and was saying everything that he could say about Meghan Markle to make her look bad. And people came after him for it. And he got upset and ended up walking off of his talk show, Good Morning Britain, I believe it's called. And he was not happy. Sharon Osbourne took to his defense on Twitter, basically saying that she was going to stand with his friend. And of course, they were going to talk about it on the talk.
Right.
And as you mentioned in their interview, she says that she had no idea that they were going to talk about it that morning and that she was blindsided, even though the showrunners had mentioned to her, well, we have to kind of address this. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to touch on it a little bit? She was like, sure. But she said she didn't know of the questions that Elaine and Cheryl was going to ask her. But now, after that heated conversation and debate that she got into with Cheryl Underwood, everyone came on the defense for Cheryl Underwood because, like you said, how can you tell a black woman not to express herself on national television when talking about racism and how her friend, who she was defending, was showing signs of him being a racist?
Yeah, there was definitely some racial blind spots when he said, oh, I don't believe nothing she's saying.
Exactly. So they basically wanted to hold her accountable for that, and she was not having it. She was very upset, and she automatically went on the defense and seemed like she was the one that was the victim. She even went as far as to say, I ain't no racist. When I heard her say that, I was like, the tone in which she said it was just like, sis, are you're showing how tone deaf you are in this moment by when you're expressing yourself. So now we fast forward. After that, they decide to go on hiatus. because Holly Robinson Pete comes
Now I
out
don't.
and
This is what I
says,
don't get.
so after that whole incident, they go on hiatus because there's an investigation surrounding the heated debate. But also that same day,
Well, what are we investigating?
they're investigating the fact that Holly Robinson Pete. This is what I think. I don't think they're actually investigating the conversation or the debate. I think they're actually investigating the allegations that have come out after that. So
Gotcha.
after that heated debate, Holly Robinson Pete went on Twitter and said, well, this sounds about right because Sharon Osbourne had me fired from the show because I was quote unquote too ghetto. Yes.
Wow.
Now, if everybody doesn't know who Holly Robinson Pete is, she's far from ghetto. I'm more ghetto than Holly Robinson Pete is.
She's very like pen and proper and put together and like very,
very composed.
Very composed.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that the white executives over there at CBS were very pleased of how, Holly Robinson Pete conducted herself because she is not ghetto at all.
At all. So I don't know what made her say that. Maybe she thought just because she was loud and outspoken on the show, but that doesn't mean that she's ghetto. Because if you remember when Leah Remini was on the show, they had an incident as well when Sharon actually called her ghetto on the show.
Leah called who ghetto?
No, Sharon Osbourne called Leah Remini ghetto.
Why did she call Leah that?
They were having a conversation about something, and Leah Remini started to mock her and said, Sharon Osbourne said, what did you just say? Because I guess Leah said it in an accent or was saying it in slang. And Sharon Osbourne was like, what did you just say? And Leah said, excuse me, because I don't speak proper the Queen's English or something like that. And she said, so ghetto is what Sharon Osbourne said.
Wow. So now I believe Holly Robinson Pete.
Yes. So there's a video of that on my latest video about all the different allegations that's been going on with Sharon Osbourne. Because even after that, after Holly Robinson Pete said what she said about Sharon Osbourne, some more people had some things to say about Sharon Osbourne.
Some sources,
because there's a journalist that has been talking about this for a while now. He's been doing stories on the talk, and he has the connections with, I don't know if it's producers, showrunners, production assistants, whoever it might be, but they went on the record and said that Sharon Osbourne called Sarah Gilbert some homophobic names. I don't even know. I really don't even want to say it because it's. I'll say one of them.
What is that?
He called her. She's a lesbian, and she called her fish eater. She also called Julie Chen slanty eyes and wonton. Now, these people have gone on the record saying all these things that Sharon Osbourne has said, and they're airing it all out. They're basically tired of her shit. They're tired of her BS, and they want her off the show. So what I think is going to happen after this investigation, this hiatus that they're on, they're trying to clean house. They're probably emptying out her dressing room as we speak. And they're trying to find somebody to put in her chair because there's no way that CBS is going to let the show go back on air and her still be there. And, they haven't addressed the racism issue.
Fish eater?
Fish eater. Yes.
Woo, child.
And some more nasty things that I really don't want to say.
Okay, so if they get rid of Sharon Osbourne, though, because at one point in time they had Julie Chen and they had Eve and they had, like you said, Leah and Holly. They're all celebrities. Like a lot of them were actresses and whatnot.
Right.
If they get rid of Sharon, who gonna be on the show? Because it's a bunch of nobodies. Like, no offense. I mean, you have Cheryl Underwood. I guess she would be the queen. But all them other girls, I had never seen them a day in my life.
Right. I feel like the other two girls that's on the ends, Elaine, and I don't know the blonde. I cannot remember her name.
I'm like, what's your name?
But they're gonna have to find a heavy hitter, somebody that everybody knows, somebody that's gonna bring in the ratings, the attention, the buzz. Because I mean, before this even happened, who was watching the talk?
Right.
Who was talking about the talk? Exactly. Or Sharon Osbourne? Because when I was listening and reading about all this, I found this story that she did, or this interview that she did with the Daily Beast. And if you all don't remember, Justin Bieber in 2013 was a bad boy. He had a whole bunch of bad boy behaviors and tendencies that he was dealing with. And one instance, there was a video of him peeing in a bucket. Now, in this
Okay.
interview that she did with the Daily Beast, she was talking about this. And she says, let me see if I can find a quote.
This is Sharon Osbourne.
This is Sharon Osbourne. So basically, she was saying that he's lost. She said, F off. You don't know or how bad this is. And I think he's lost. I really do. I think he doesn't realize he's white and not black. That's a huge problem. And at the point he's in and at his career, it's so dangerous because we've seen it all before a million times. And I don't understand what him
Peeing
being
in a bucket and being a
peeing in
bad
a
boy. Like,
bucket
why is
makes
that
him
being
think that.
black?
Right, exactly. Bad boy tendencies is across the board. That's for every race. That has nothing
Right.
to do with just black people. So I don't really understand how Sharon Osbourne has been able to continue with her racist tendencies for so
Her
long.
skin color. Her skin color has saved her and that sweet little British accent. But guess what? She not fooling me.
I mean, she's not fooling a lot of people, and I think she's done.
She's gonna
I
be
think
out the
CBS is
door.
going to give her the boot and send her packing because she effed up for the last time, and they can't cover this up. So
no, not anymore, child. Well, thank you so much, JT, for joining us and giving us the tea on the talk. Make sure you guys go to JT's YouTube channel. It is in the description box below, The Skeleton Closet. Subscribe. If you want the tea on The View, the talk, and everything in between.
Right, because I need to go watch The View today because I missed it. I heard there was some drama going on. So thank you for having me. And
Thank you, JT.
you guys go subscribe to my channel. See you later.
All right, bye. All right, you guys. So shout out to JT. Make sure you guys go subscribe to The Skeleton Closet because, honey, wasn't that a whole bunch of tea? Like, I didn't even know Sharon Osbourne, called Sarah Gilbert. I think Sarah Gilbert is the one on Roseanne. She was like the daughter of Roseanne. Sharon Osbourne called allegedly Sarah Gilbert a fish eater. Girl, really? Like, you can say that behind closed doors. Okay, how Wendy say that's kitchen table talk. But not in a professional environment. Okay. So Sharon done lost all her marbles. But I actually have an idea, you guys, on who could possibly replace Sharon Osbourne. And so I want to show you guys this tweet. Okay. I want to show you guys this tweet because I got to mix in the hot topics with Housewives some type of way. All right. And so this is a tweet from y'all's favorite Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. All right. Dr. Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac is wanting to be on the talk to replace Sharon Osbourne. She tweeted and said, "So I hear at the talk CBS may be having an open seat soon. Who can connect me to the right person to fill that seat? Hashtag claiming it." Now, when I read this, I was thinking to myself, okay, I am all the way here for it. Okay, we got people in the comments saying no. Okay, no to Wendy. No, y'all don't like this idea? Y'all don't like this idea of Wendy, being on the talk? Now let me pull out the case. I'm gonna try to argue this for you. All right. Wendy is a very smart, intelligent, beautiful African woman, right? They could diversify the show by putting on an African woman. Not only that, but she's very politically inclined. She could possibly make the show more political. We know that she teaches political science at Johns Hopkins University. She's a part-time professor. We know that she is a political commentator on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, etc., etc. And so I think she might be a decent fit. Not only that, but y'all know she brings the spice. Okay, she brings the spice to Potomac, and so she could possibly bring that same spice and that same drama to the talk. Now, not no racist drama like Sharon Osbourne, but I mean, I feel like she could, spice it up just a little bit. JT says she got 5 degrees. Right. Okay, you want a smart, intelligent woman with 5 degrees to be on the panel? I think you could maybe put Dr. Wendy on there. Thank you, Derek, so much for the super chat. He said, I finally made it to a damn live. Hey, Aaron, still waiting on that do-rag merch. Child. I'm going to have to, enlist some people to help me with the do-rags. But I'm glad you finally made it. But okay, how do you guys feel about Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, possibly being on the talk? Dina says, I think she needs a bigger fan base, but she is qualified. Okay. PG says she would be a good addition. No doubt 88 says they have how many women of color on the talk right now? Enough already for CBS. You can never have enough black women on a panel. I mean, I'm just saying. They kind of need to overcorrect for all the wrongs they've done to Julie Chen, Sarah Gilbert, who's the other lady? Holly Robinson Pete. I mean, come on. Wonton, right? Calling Julie Chen a slanty eyes fish eater to Sarah Gilbert to ghetto to Holly Robinson. Like, really? Who does that? QK says, what spice, Aaron? Have you been living under a rock? I think Wendy has definitely brought a little spice to Potomac. No? Rita says, we already have The View, The Real, and Wendy, we are in need of something different. Okay? No doubt says, for CBS, with a long history of racism. Lisa says she lost her CNN gig and wants to do the talk now. Did Wendy lose her CNN gig? I didn't hear about that. What's the tea on Wendy not being on CNN anymore? Somebody please explain that to me. All right. And so, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I think Wendy is qualified. I would have to agree with the young lady who said that she is very qualified, but she really doesn't have a big fan base. And I kind of feel like, they do need someone to have some stardom, right? Because Sharon Osbourne is a huge character. I feel like she was the most famous person on that show. And then the second most famous person was probably Cheryl Underwood. But all the rest of the ladies, I had never heard of them. And so they do need somebody with some superstar power to kind of bring some attention, some good attention back to the show. All right. So, of course, light it up in the live chat. Let me know what you guys think. Now, I kind of want to shift gears a little bit. Okay. And of course, y'all know we have to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hello. I mean, why else are you subscribed to the House of Aaron? Now, I want to show you guys this meme that Miss Porsha put up on her Instagram stories today. Shout out to Kiki. Thank you so much, Kiki. She said, for the closet and the house, I love seeing my friends thrive. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Now, you guys, can we talk about Porsha? She went and did a meme on Instagram stories today. And she was basically responding to the critics for calling her childish and immature and all of those things because she blocked Marlo on Instagram recently. And so y'all know that Marlo and Porsha have not really been seeing eye to eye on the show. Marlo and Kenya befriended each other, okay? Now you have Marlo who's all up in Kenya's ass cheeks, all right? And then, Porsha is bothered by that. She doesn't like it. And now that Marlo is playing like these social media games and posting pictures with, Porsha in it, which I'm sure Portia's just like, girl, we not cool, so don't post me on your Instagram. I guess she feel compelled to block her, which I personally didn't have a problem with, because if you don't like somebody, why would you follow them on social media? Why would you do it? I mean, it's just common freaking sense. And so Porsha went on to Instagram. Shout out to Shay D. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, "Hey, Aaron, I finally made it to a live. Miss 4 Degrees needs to build up a fan base first. Best wishes from the UK." Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are super sweet. I want to show you guys this picture of what Porsha put up today on Instagram, responding to the critics. All right. She said, "Delete, unfollow, unfriend, block, erase, and disconnect from anyone and anything that robs you of your peace, love, and happiness. Not just on social media, but in real life too. Okay. You don't need to be around people who don't see and appreciate your value." All right. And so for everybody who said that she's being immature, she's being childish, why is she blocking people? She always want to unfollow somebody. Number one is her social media. Number two, she don't like Marlo, so why would she be following her? And number three, from this post, we see that she's doing it to protect her peace, her love, and her happiness. And y'all need to be taking notes, okay? It's 2021. We don't have time to infiltrate our energies with people who just ain't meshing with us, right? I had to learn that lesson, you know, the hard way. I recently had to cut a couple of bitches off. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't need people in my life who I can't trust, who aren't loyal, who are just plain rude and mean, who are, people who are inviting drama into my life. I can't be around those people. I don't want to see those people on my social media. So why in the hell would Porsha not block Marlo's thirsty ass? I mean, I'm just saying. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Someone says Porsha is just petty, because why wait till now to unfollow Marlo when this incident happened months ago? Well, maybe because she saw that Marlo was posting her on her social media, and she's probably thinking to herself, we not cool. I almost said the B word. Girl, we not cool. Okay, so why is she posting me? And that probably was the final straw, in the words of Miss Drew Sidora. And so she clicked block. QK says, Aaron, your media is drama. Okay, I can report on the drama, but I don't want drama in my own personal life. And that's good that you brought that up, because people think that because I have, I guess, a drama channel or a gossip channel or a channel where I talk news, celebrities, and hot topics, they think because I do that I like drama in real life. And that is not true. I want my life to be very peaceful. Okay. I want to live, a very zen lifestyle. I don't want people around me who are going to be dramatic and just do the most. I don't have time for that. Life is already hard. Why would I want that to be added on? No Doubt says Porsha has 6.2 million followers and counting after 8 years on Roa. Kenya could never, in my Nene voice. I mean, that is true. But in Kenya's defense, Porsha is a lot more active on social media than, Kenya. Shad Pearl says Porsha tells her friends what to do, and when you don't follow Porsha's rules, she kicks you to the curb. I could see why you would think that. However, I don't recall Porsha ever telling Marlo who to be friends with. Right? Minnie says, do your homework. Elaine is a black lady and she is very popular. If you don't know her, Google her. Project Runway. First off, honey, okay, I don't know Elaine, and I'm sure half of the people on here don't know who an Elaine is. Okay, we don't know who Elaine is. We don't know who the other blonde chick is. We don't know who the other girl is. Bring back Leah Remini. We know who she is. Okay, King of Queens. All right, the girl who escaped Scientology, at least she had a bit of a name. We know who Cheryl Underwood is. We know who Sharon Osbourne is. We know who Holly Robinson Pete is. We know who Julie Chen is. We don't know who Elaine is. All right. And it's not my homework to know who she is, because guess what? This story is not about Elaine. It was about Sharon Osbourne. I don't have to know who Elaine is. Just because she's black and popular don't mean that House of Aaron got to know what the hell she got going on. You tried it. You tried it. You tried it. Florence says, Aaron, you look very handsome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so that's why I'm saying Project Runway. Honey, we don't watch Project Runway. Project Runway was on, we watched Project Runway when it was on Bravo 7, 8, 9 years ago. Project Runway, who watches that? Unless you're like some fashion enthusiast or fashion student or something like that. Like Project Runway, really? Maybe if the show was still on Bravo, we would be watching. But I don't watch Lifetime. Sorry. So, with that being said, tell me what you guys think about the situation down in the comments below. Thank you to everyone who contributed, donated with the super chats. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I don't know if I said it, but like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to JT's channel, The Skeleton Closet. The link is in the description box down below. Make sure you guys are going in the description and clicking the links, okay? Sherry says, enjoy your entertainment commentaries. Have fun. I block, I unfollow, I cancel, I delete. Self-love all 2021. And that's just that on period. Okay? Aaron, has Porsha left Bravo? No, she has not left Bravo yet. If she does leave the Real Housewives, I kind of feel like the producers, Joy Chan, and everyone at NBC Universal and the executives are going to be in trouble. They're going to be scrambling, okay? Because how you gonna manage to replace Nene and Porsha? They gonna have to bring back all the big guns, okay? We gonna need Sheree back. We gonna need Phaedra back. We gonna need some cameos from Claudia to get the rest of the girls together. I don't think they can afford to lose Porsha. So Porsha needs to get it together. She needs to suck it up, and she needs to read the hell out of Kenya at the reunion and stop being a victim. CNT said Porsha ain't going nowhere. I hope not. I hope not. All right, you guys. I love you, and I will see you guys later. Don't forget to create a great day. Bye, you guys.